You are now tuned in to Two Studs in a Pod with the dynamic duo of Blaze and Meech, a podcast giving you a candid glimpse into the world of super terrific Uber dykes, but you can call us studs. This week, we're remembering once upon a time when all the gays met for days at the happiest place on earth. Now let's get into it. Meech, drop the beat. Welcome back to Two Studs in the Pod. You already know it's me, Blaze.
And the homie Meech.
This week, we are still feeling the Pride Month vibes as we get into some of our gay days experiences. But before we fast pass our way through, Meech, how is life treating you this week?
This week was all right. I had a lot. I was really busy at work. I had a couple of servers and appliances come in that I had to install, but it made the days go by fast. Friday was pretty dope. I was surprised they sent out an email saying that they were going to be celebrating Juneteenth. So we got to leave early, which was unexpected because they haven't really addressed anything that's been going on.
Okay, well, that's a good start
Yeah.
at least.
So yeah, it's a start. It's
Yeah.
a start. One of my coworkers that actually works in human resources said something to me on Monday, and she was like, "How are you?" And I was like, "I'm good." She was like, "No, how are you?" Like, she was really concerned and checking on me, and she's one of those cool people that I work with. Of course, she's white, but she just was, she didn't really know what to do and how to react. So I kind of appreciated that she came to me and said something and was just, trying to do what she knew how to do and look for ways she could do better. So that was pretty cool. Other than that, the week has been good. It's starting to get hot out here. Yeah, it was outside in like a little blow up pool and some sprinklers today with the kids, but that's about it. What's been going on with you?
Um, I just spent the week with three of my nephew, my nephews from uh age ranges almost 9 to 13, and yes, okay. Auntie B was in full effect, but we were digging the hole for this pool, the infamous hole, and I mean, it was touch and go there for some of them days, but it was pretty cool, and getting to hang out with them and see their little personalities and things like that. Like,
Right.
yeah, that was pretty chill. So I've just been spending my time, obviously, since I have all this free time now, just digging this freaking hole and trying to get this ready for when the guy comes to put the pool in officially. Um, and just keeping track of everything that's been going on, with like the COVID case rises that are popping off again, which I
Right.
never really stopped following the rules to begin with because I didn't trust anything that they were saying, and I still don't.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just keep wearing my mask, and I already knew, like, knowing that Juneteenth was gonna be on a Friday and everything that was going on, it was gonna be a big thing. So to see that that's exactly what happened is awesome. Like it's about damn time that
Facts.
that this shit starts happening. Like fuck, how much more we got to do to get a celebration around here.
Yeah, just a celebration. Like,
Right.
come on.
Like damn, and I'm all for the making it a federal holiday. Like if we could have Fourth of July off, we definitely should have Juneteenth off. I mean, to say that is to deny the contributions of every brown black person in America right now. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, and then of course we still have the no arrest in the Breonna Taylor case, which is a little frustrating because they made the law, but still no
Right.
real action. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they only fired the one cop. They still need to fire the rest of them and make an arrest and bring charges or something. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's just and then the shooting of Rashard Brooks. It's like it doesn't stop, and it's I don't know if it's just being so magnified right now, and that's why it's so much in our face, or is it a lot more? Is it happening a lot more? Because it just seems like it's so much in our face. Like every week is something different. You know, every week is something
Yeah.
else that we gotta worry about. Like even if you're running away, like now they're shooting you in the back still.
Right.
So
Yeah, they shot that young kid, I think, 18-year-old kid. Shot him in the back 8 times. I saw something like that today on my timeline. I couldn't even read it because I can't digest all this stuff anymore. I'm
see,
tired of it.
and I've been so busy digging this hole, I don't even know what's going on. What's going on? So, but it's great to see that the activism is still going on. I think we mentioned that in the last episode. So,
Yes.
even
Beyonce dropped a new song.
oh yeah, of course, Beyonce, yes, and it's just a lot of weird things going on. So good to see that the activists aren't letting up because November will be here before you know it. So we need to make sure that all the facts are getting out. Speaking of activism, let's get into our segment, affectionately named Poppin' Peas. In this segment, we are celebrating our community by highlighting various masculine presenting women of color that have made moves or are making moves and making us seen. This week, we are shining a spotlight on an iconic figure in the history of black LGBT women. It is our honor to pop one for Ruth Ellis. Once known as the oldest living out lesbian living until the age of 101, Ruth helped countless numbers of abandoned and misguided LGBT youth in Detroit. Initially, Ruth and her then partner Babe would build a safe space for the black lesbian and gay youth that many called the gay spot. Beyond providing a place to party, Ruth would offer financial assistance for those who needed help. Whether you needed food or tuition, Ruth was there. Ruth's legacy lives on through the work of the Ruth Ellis Center located in Detroit. The center fosters programs to at-risk black LGBTQ plus young adults, including an initiative to get homeless LGBTQ youth off the streets. The power of her legacy is proof that Ruth Ellis was popping. To donate to the Ruth Ellis Center or to find out more about the work they're doing, visit ruthelliscenter.org. And that's going to do it for Poppin' Peas this week. Now let's all gather round and remember once upon a time in a land when COVID 19 was far away and get into Stew Peas. Stew Peas is a segment of our show where we get into the topic of the week. This week, we're chopping it up about a time long, long ago when there was this thing called gay days, when all of the little girls that like girls and boys that like boys would wear red shirts to have fun and laugh at all the people who were annoyed. Now, Meech, I know you've been to gay days at Disney, but was that your first time when we went?
Yeah, that was my first time going. Like I had heard of it before when I was, down in Miami,
Mm-hmm.
but I never made it up to Orlando. I didn't really know people who were actually going.
Mm.
But yeah, that first
Maybe
I
sound
mean, I
bad
knew a couple people,
corny-ish.
but yeah, the one person that I knew that always wanted to go was that was the one who the stripper thought was my bodyguard.
Oh.
I probably should have went with her.
Yeah.
I would have looked real important.
Yeah.
um yeah, that was my first one. It was dope though. It's just cool to see all the families.
Yes.
That was a first, like for me to see all these families and their children out there just being happy. Well, of course, it's Disney, it's
Right.
Disney
Right. Right.
anyway, so
Right.
you're gonna be happy in Disneyland. But then gay families and two moms and two dads and everybody in their red shirts, and it was fun. It was cool. It was cool because where else do you go to have fun and just let loose but Disney World?
Right. And it's like a spontaneous. Well, initially, it started out as a spontaneous thing that grew into something. It like grew organically, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. My first gay days experience. I was actually in high school, and I opted to go to gay days instead of going to my prom because it was at the same time, and I think it was going to be my junior prom. I'm not sure if it was junior or senior, but I just remember it was going to be my prom. But I was dating this woman, and she wanted to go to gay days, and I didn't really care about prom that much, so I opted to go to gay days, and it was pretty, like you said, like it was pretty awesome to walk in there, and we got there like the crack of dawn, so that we could be
Hmm.
at the gate opening thing, which I think we missed that when
Oh
I
yeah,
went
I
with you,
didn't.
right? But you get
Yeah.
there, and it's like a sea of red waiting at the gate to like get in, and this is when gay days was really, really like really big, and
Oh, okay.
it was really hated too. Um, like the Jerry Falwell type crew, they would buy planes with banners, banner
Hmm.
planes to fly over Disney at the time
Uh huh.
to be like gays suck or we hate gays
Oh
or something.
wow.
Yeah. Yes.
Damn.
Yeah, it was like that. And like
How can
sometimes,
you have hate at Disney?
yo, for
That's wild.
real. And they would be like with signs outside sometimes. Like I don't remember if I saw the signs. I just remember like seeing pictures of it of them protesting outside to not
Mhm.
go to Disney because Disney supported gays. And
Wow.
I mean, obviously this was like in the late 90s, early 2000s. So it was a
Oh,
different
okay,
time,
yeah,
but
cause yeah,
yeah, but it was out there, you
but
know what I'm
still,
saying? Yeah,
right,
yeah, and we were going out
yeah,
there, and it was so many more red people, and like the whole thing with everybody gathering at Magic Kingdom at noon or 1 o'clock. I forget what it is now,
mhm,
but gathering at that time, like around the castle, to just the sea of red, like you said, like it was crazy. You see all kinds of us out there. Back when I went at that time, it wasn't like too many families, but it was cool when we went to see all the families. Like it's mostly like people that are our age now that decided that they
right,
wanted to have
yeah,
kids. Yeah, and so it's them with their family. So that was pretty awesome to see. I mean, it's always good to be in a good place where there's a lot of us. You know what I'm saying?
yes, yeah, make you feel more comfortable.
Yes, with the rainbow flags flying high.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why the cool times used to be too going to gay days when gay days coincided with um Black Pride in Orlando, Black Gay Pride.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, okay,
yeah. So there was
yeah, cause then there's events
right,
afterwards.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So that was a good time, and I went one year to gay days, and I actually stayed in the host hotel for the Black Pride in
Mhm,
Orlando. So I was like partying on the days when I didn't. I only wanted to go to Magic Kingdom. That's the other parks
mhm,
were all right for their days, but Magic Kingdom was just something about that day. But it's a good time, man. Like
yeah.
you riding around.
Anything we go to is a good time, though.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I mean facts. You know what I'm saying? We bring the party.
For sure.
Yeah. So yeah, I really enjoy gay days. That time when we went though it was hot. That's the only thing about it. It is hot as hell.
Yeah.
Cause
I had definitely had my dry fit
yes,
stuff on,
yes,
wicking away the moisture.
yeah. I wish they could like bring it back in full force because that would. I think it's cool. I think it's nice to have something to look forward to. There's so many gay people that love Disney,
Right.
so I don't understand why it wouldn't be more popular. But I definitely think that they should bring it back.
Yeah. Hopefully after COVID.
Yeah. Well, let's see what Disney's about to do. That's one of the reasons I think they didn't have it this year was because of COVID. I mean, the park's closed, but
Right.
so yeah, every first weekend of June, you wear your red shirts, and people don't believe me when I tell them that there's gay days. So it's
Oh,
always
really?
what was always interesting to me was to see the families, the straight people.
Oh, yeah. And the way they look. Like,
Yeah, because what?
I don't
Yeah,
think we're here on
especially
the
they
right
don't
weekend.
know. Like it's not like Disney. I think Disney now started to embrace it. It wasn't something
Uh
that
huh.
they embraced from the jump. They just like I mean they couldn't stop it from happening because it was a voluntary gathering, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't support it. Now they got pride stuff when they know it's June. But they never promoted it like that.
Mm.
So it's
Oh,
just
they'll probably own it now, though.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
they had a last time we were able to go to Disney, they had their own little like rainbow section left over from last year's Pride.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I think they embrace it now, but yeah, they definitely weren't trying to own the rainbow back then. That shows you some of the shit that goes on with the corporations, like especially in June. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody wants to
Mm-hmm.
be all about the rainbow in June,
Mm-hmm.
and now like with all these corporations that want to be about, you know,
Juneteenth.
yeah, and Black Lives Matter and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Like you telling me why Black Lives didn't matter last month before
Right.
all this shit happened? Yeah. So, I mean,
Wow.
yeah. I wish I wish you could have went back when it was like really, really, really popping because
Yeah.
then we could have went to all the other parks. Because I think when we went, we just went to Magic Kingdom, right? Which is the main day, but back in the day, it used to be Epcot too, and Hollywood Studios or MGM, whatever you call it.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Yeah, they definitely need to bring it back so I can go.
yeah.
This time with my little gay family.
Everybody wearing matching red shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thing 1 through, I don't know, I can't count. It's a lot of us.
I mean, if do you know how it started? It is.
No, actually, I don't know.
It was like this group of gay people, obviously online, that were like
Mhm.
friends, and they all decided to meet up at the park. At least this is my understanding of it. They all decided to meet up at the park on that specific day,
Mhm.
which was the first weekend of June, in June, and they decided to meet up then, and they were like, "Oh, well, we're red." And this is where the red came from. Where we will wear red, um, to identify each other, and that's where the red shirts came from.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. So it was like it's. I mean, maybe we should come up with something else, like a different
Hmm.
color for
Right?
for the girls. Red's all right.
Eh, right. I mean, I have enough J's to go with the red, so we could stick with that.
Yeah, yeah. Gay days. Yeah, definitely need to bring it back. Bring it back. I miss my prom for that, man. Like,
I wish if I lived in Florida, I feel like I would have been doing way more gay things.
mm, yes.
Everything was so far being in New York because it depended on where you live, like what borough, getting to the city, all that. Like I needed to have money to hop on the trains and all that stuff to get to all the pride stuff and the gay clubs and stuff when I was younger. So
Uh,
that was a mission.
yeah. That like going to gay days was good, but the experience with the chick that I was with when I went to gay days was not. I think I would like black that part out sometimes. Sometimes, like me and this chick got into a big old fight, and it was just a whole big old situation. But
Damn.
yes, that morning was pretty awesome. That morning at Gay Disney. I mean, that's what I used to call it. Call it.
Gay Disney.
Yeah, Gay Disney. I'm going to Gay Disney. So
Like it's a whole different Disney.
yeah, for real.
Disney is gay just to begin
I know that's the facts.
with.
Especially some of those cast members are like,
Okay.
yes, very obvious. But I mean, and I'm sure they enjoy that day. I think nowadays, like specific those cast members would ask for to work that day specifically. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? Like you get to be around all your people and making money at the same time.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. You could be out and proud and sashaying through the streets of Disney.
Yes. With your little rainbow pin on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
Yes, bitch.
Exactly. Yes,
Yes.
bitch. Yes.
Even though I'm not gonna lie, like one of the times that I went, I did see some inappropriate behavior. Like I don't know
Oh,
that I would
really?
want my kids to see to see that. You know, like I
Oh,
understand that some
Lord.
people are flamboyant, but to be like, I don't know, like just making out in that manner in the line
Oh,
at
yeah.
Disney is like
Yeah, it's still Disney,
right,
guys.
like
It's
it's yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to see that as a grown up. So I definitely
facts.
don't think like a little kid wants to see that, you know. So that was the one thing, but and that's what you see a lot of looks like that's what draws a lot of looks from the families and like the ire of
Yeah,
yeah,
that draws a lot of attention, and then they give us all a bad rap for it.
yeah, exactly. You know, they lump us into the the whole and it's just I mean that part sucks, but I wonder what really is going on with gay days because I heard that they were changing the date. Like somebody was trying to change the date and it's all this drama. I mean, y'all really have
Oh,
drama
wow.
behind going to a
Just go.
right like
Just
to a
go and be
Disney park.
happy and be gay.
Yeah.
That's it.
Uh, I mean that shit is so expensive. Please just let us just let us live, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. That sound means it's time for what we like to call Too Many Peas in a Pod. This is the part of the show where we like to answer a few questions we've received from listeners or have found browsing through the internet. This week, we have a question from the internet, and that question is have you ever had a lover's name tatted on you?
Hail to the gnaw.
Well, every stud has a story.
Oh Lord.
Yes. And I think my first tattoo was
Oh damn.
yeah, and it's like a situation. I mean, obviously she's an ex now, but I don't know. I was young, you know what I'm saying? Like really, really young. I believe at the time when I got the tattoo, I was probably like 17.
Oh wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
you were young.
Yeah, I was young. Exactly. I didn't know any better. And the situation was like she was my girl. Like she was my girl. I was with her. I lived at her house. I lived at her
Uh.
house. And but there was this other chick that was like obsessed with her and
Mm.
crazy about her.
Oh no. Oh no.
And she would my girlfriend at the time, my ex, would manipulate this girl. But I didn't know what was going on. I didn't understand what was happening because I was young, right? But
Right.
and this girl was older than me too. Of
Mm.
course, I'm only 17. But
Mm.
my ex would manipulate this girl to the point where this girl was like crazy about her. I don't know what she was saying to her. I don't know all kind of shit. Like my ex was mad, like controlling and shit. So I don't know what she was saying to her. Obviously, she was saying something that made this girl crazy. This girl went and got her name tatted across her chest.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes. Okay. I fucking kid you not, bro. This
Oh my
girl went and
god.
got my girlfriend's name.
What?
Yes. Tatted across her chest. Not in no little letters on like she and the way that my girlfriend at the time explained it to me was that she thought it was crazy that this girl went and got 3-inch letters.
Wow.
Like big, bro.
Wow.
Across
That's
her chest.
crazy.
Yes. And I saw this thing with my own eyes.
Oh no.
Yes. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So I don't know. I don't know, like my young self didn't know any better. And
Mm.
I was getting a tattoo. Of course, it was like I was feeling all rebellish because it was behind my mom's back and I'm getting this tattoo and um I was like, put her put her name you know, like I was trying to show like, oh no, I love her too, you know what I'm saying, like in a way, like it
Mm.
was like a whose dick is bigger thing.
Right.
Obviously homegirl's dick was bigger because I was not
Yeah,
getting
because
a
she got
name like that.
3-inch
Yes,
letters.
exactly. I was like, not me, bro, but you could put her name on there like all fancy, you know what I'm saying,
Hmm.
so that's what it was. I've since gotten that shit covered up, and that's a whole nother story, but yes, I did that, and then of course I was freaked out to show my mom. Like I used to wear because where it is, I used to wear like long ass socks to try to cover up. I'm like, at least
Uh,
if she sees the tat, that's not as bad as seeing a tat with the name. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So
Right.
yeah, I even forgot I had done that. That's how long I've had the cover up. That I forgot I had
Mm.
the other. I just remember when I was reading the question. I was like, I did. And then I started thinking about where is that tattoo that I remembered that I got the cover up. But yes, I did that shit. Like I was crazy. I was 17. I didn't know any better.
Yeah.
Like I thought I loved this girl, you know what I'm saying? And obviously that was not the case. But
Yeah, I don't think, I mean, even now that I'm older, I don't think that I would do that like now. Names are just a no for me.
I mean,
I have a tattoo that I got with somebody, but I mean, only we know that we have similar tattoos.
mm-hmm.
So it's like now it doesn't mean anything to me. But
Yeah, it's just there. Like I
yeah,
forget about the tattoos that I have. Well, mostly because they're on my legs, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
I forget about the tats that I have for the most part. I'm like, oh yeah, I do have a tattoo right there.
That's wild. That's got to be love, man, or stupidity.
Stupidity. Okay. I've gotten since then I've gotten tattoos with people. Like, you
Mhm.
know, like I was dating somebody and we both decided we were going to get tatted at the same time, you
Mhm.
know? And I've done that, but never with the names again. Like even after I did it, even while I was doing it, I was like, what the fuck am I doing? But I don't know. Like, I just felt like I needed to do that to prove something. And I mean, now that I'm obviously way older, I know better. I'm like, that was so fucking dumb. Like,
Yeah. Kids, stay away from name
yes,
tattoos,
don't do it.
please.
Trust me.
It's just not worth it,
I'm
Miss you.
definitely here for tattoos, but I'm not here for the name tattoos.
Names.
Yeah.
Tattoo your mama's name or your dad's name or your kid's name, maybe.
Yeah, like oh, for real forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, bro. That's not something that I'm proud of. And nobody who's known me since I got the cover up even knows that shit ever existed.
Yeah, I didn't know it existed.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think my mom saw it because I remember wearing this funky outfit one time and she had to come pick me up. And I was like, I don't know if these socks is covering enough. But yeah, to be young and dumb, you know what I'm saying? Like, jeez, that's so horrible. That was me though. I did that. And the cover up was another situation. The cover up, the girl had. I found out there's a girl tattooing me that she had only been tattooing for 6 months. I was like,
Oh,
what?
shit. Oh, no.
But it came out great. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like,
okay.
my fucking Phoenix is awesome. So
Oh, she did the Phoenix.
yeah, she did a Phoenix.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a cover up.
Damn, I didn't know
At that. Yeah, exactly. At that. That's a cover up. So
Damn.
yeah, and I got it like custom done. Like we found the look of it, but I wanted to add something to it. So homegirl even had to do that and incorporate it with the cover up that needed to be done.
Oh, that's dope.
And the initial tattoo itself was like just a solid a fucking black butterfly with a name underneath. What the fuck was I thinking? That's some gay ass shit, bro.
Mod gay.
Yeah.
Mod.
Fucking, and I was like, get my favorite color and get her favorite color and wink.
Oh yeah, that was gay. Don't do that no more. Children, learn from us.
Yo, for real. Like, don't make that mistake. It's not it's not love, bro. It's not love. It's not. Oh my God. I can't believe I did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't believe I did that. But at the same time, like, I was 17, so.
Yeah.
And the only reason why they had tatted me at the time was because I was with a bunch of older people. So they didn't even question it.
Damn.
So I was like, y'all gonna really tattoo me? All right, let's get it. Yeah. Yeah, man. So don't do it to yourself, folks. Don't do it to yourself. Oh, alrighty. And I guess that's gonna do it for Too Many Peas in a Pod this week. Unless you got something to add, Meech.
No.
You don't have to. Since you've never been that dumb.
Nah.
Yes.
No. Thank the Lord.
As always, we'd like to shout out our fellow podcasters in the Pod All the Time Podcast Network. And on that note, we're going to end the show here. Find us on IG and Twitter at 2 Studs in a Pod. For a behind the scenes look at life beyond the pod, follow Meech on IG at the Homie Meech and on Twitter at Homie Meech. And myself at its.me.blaze on IG and it's me blaze 2 on Twitter. You can always hit us up at 2studsinapod at gmail.com. That's TWO studsinapod at gmail.com. We're always working to improve the show for you guys, and all feedback is welcome. Also, please like, subscribe, follow, tell a friend about the podcast. All of our growth is thanks to you guys, our listeners. 2 Studs in a Pod is streaming on major podcast platforms including Apple Podcasts, Anchor, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, Radio Public, and Overcast. Gratitude is always the attitude, so we want to say thank you for lending us your ear.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in.
Bye-bye.
And cheers for these drinks that we've been drinking.
For real.